Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
56 the mic, boys. 56.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to need some therapy after this.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here we go with Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They pitch it out to Johnson. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3 down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 down.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
You got 3 down. SOS.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Danny.
Now they'll run got it on the toss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
4 down. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And right side caught Hogan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
4 down. Alert. Check.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Gun!
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. And they work this out past the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
You don't want no problems with me.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Go, go, go. Hey, run it. Run.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Patrick. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
4 down. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Flex round. Flex round. Check 26. Check 26. Check 99. Check 99.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
We got 4.
They'll run with Gillisley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They can't hang with us. Shift.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from tilting the rock that much.
Ohio. Tight end left. 4 down.
They'll run for it with Gillisley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue Lightning!
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Lucky. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Jackson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit!
They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Gun!
Play action. Now Jackson. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tight end right. Alert! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Jerry Atauchu brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Shift! Leopard! Leopard! Big edge!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Dobbs. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Dobbs. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Green 39! Green 39!
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! You ain't going nowhere.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
He's got a man complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 88 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Mike's 54. Let's pick it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
They'll try to run it in with Gillisley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Gillisley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Jefferson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To throw is Jackson. And some room to roam now. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
All day, baby. All day, all day, baby. All day. Leopard! Leopard! 21, check back 21.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quentin Jefferson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Hot, set, 319, 319.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90. Check, Fresno.
Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. A big run there by Johnson. 56 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
We got 3. Let's go.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye.
Check 43. 25. Check 25. Check.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
No. Check. Patriot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gets it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 22.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Flex round.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Dobbs is throwing. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the Colts coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Back to throw Dobbs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Houston, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.